Speaking of looking great, if you ever wanted to smell the smells of Mardi Gras, they're happening right here in our studio. Chef Stephen Brooks back down here. And you've done it. You said you were going to add the pork, right, for this dish. Tell us what you've done.
So I started out with a little bit of butter in the pan. I added my tomatoes, my onions, and my peppers, and I let those guys cook down. I want the tomatoes in this dish to really become saucy in the bottom of the pan. You see how it's gotten some nice love. I want those guys to go away, and they're heirlooms, so they're little bitty, juicy, sweet tomatoes, and they're really delicious. They go real good with those the little bitty bell peppers. And man, I added the pork and my seasoning, and I just got done with the Delta Dirt, vodka.
That's the secret ingredient.
I'm going to add a little cilantro on here as well, just to give it a little extra flavoring.
You know what? I'll tell you guys at home, it smells amazing.
Oh, so good. I noticed you got green, yellow, and purple onion in there. Like you've got the colors of Mardi Gras.
It's all in there, baby. It's all in there. So yeah, you know, you just be playful with however you want to plate it. I'm going to use a little bit of our grits, and that's hot.
Yes. So, you got so we made this earlier.
Yes.
Cheese grits, and you've got bacon in there. You've got goat cheese.
Goat cheese.
And a little bit of shredded Colby Jack as well.
Yep.
Yum.
So just plate that right there in the middle of the plate. Man, and again, you can just do whatever it is you want with this, but we'll move back. Careful, Jackie, don't hurt yourself with that. But we'll just move our dish right here.
What pork did you put in here?
So this is pork loin.
Okay.
And I sliced it really, really thin.
Right.
Okay, and that way it cooks really fast. You can have this dish made for your family in a short amount of time. And it's really good. It makes it tender. You know, the loin isn't the pork tenderloin. It isn't, the tenderest part of the animal, but you can make it that way just by cutting it real thin.
Cutting it thin, absolutely. And, you know, if your house is anything like mine, whenever food starts to be cooked, everyone's like, it should be eaten now.
Right now.
Like,
agreed.
Get it on the table.
Right now, yes.
So I like that you said that it doesn't take a long amount of time to cook.
And just really, man, I'm always a guy that's going to make sure his plate is pretty, because we're going to take pictures of that bad boy.
Yes.
And I'm going to roll up a little bit of basil here.
Oh, look at what you're doing fancy.
Just a little bit of fresh basil. Try not to hurt myself. So we build a nice bridge with our fingers. Try not to cut our fingers.
Okay, that's a good
tip. How you see that knuckle takes care of all of that. There's no damage done by the knife to my hand. I need my digits, man. They're important.
Yes,
to
you
me.
do. You definitely
As a chef, you got to have those.
So just a little bit of fresh basil on top of that. Add a little bit around, just
make it
so
look
that
pretty.
it gets in there. And that's it.
Chef,
look at that.
Beautiful.
That's Delta pork.
Look at that.
That is beautiful.
That is a beautiful dish.
Thanks to my friends at Delta Dirt.
No doubt.
Sweet potato vodka.
Absolutely. We love them. This is great. Okay. Well, thank you for prepping this. I think we're going to have a chance to eat this, right,
We're
Jackie?
definitely going to dig in.
See who I gave it to.
You absolutely deserves it. Absolutely.